What's going on everybody, welcome to the unboxing and initial setup video for the Netuma R1 gaming router. Let's get right into it. So as you guys can see, the router comes in a pretty simplistic packaging with a red Ethernet cable included to get you up and running. On the front of the box we have the Netuma R1 logo as well as the slogan "Dominate Lag" with their website and Twitter handle, so you guys can go check them out there. On the side we just have pretty simplistic packaging which just says routerboard.com, which is a manufacturer of the router. Now on the back we have the contents of the box. We have one MikroTik router powered by the Netuma R1 software, a power adapter, quick start guide and an Ethernet cable. Now Netuma are a fairly new startup which have just ventured into the world of gaming routers, and their router is packed with features on the software side. So as we open the box, it's pretty simplistic packaging with just our quick start guide which gives you all the things you need to get started up and connected to the internet. So basically all you do is plug in the Ethernet cable coming from your modem or ISP hub into the router and connect your devices through Wi-Fi or using the Ethernet ports. So the router is pretty simplistic, as you guys can see, nothing fancy right there. We just have 4 LED lights on the side and a lot of ventilation, and on the side we have a USB port also, as you guys can see on screen, and on the back we have the Ethernet ports where you plug in your modem connection as well as connect your other devices. Now the main features of this router lies with the software and not the hardware, which I will get into after we finish this unboxing. So we just have the power adapter right there. So let's get right into the initial setup of this router. So basically the initial setup is pretty simplistic. All you've got to do is plug in the cable, the power cable, into the wall and the router should turn on. After that you can get your cable which comes from your modem and plug it into the Ethernet port number 1, which is titled PoE. So this could be coming from your modem straight or coming from another router or just coming from your ISP directly, and then you plug in your devices through the Ethernet cables if you want to hardwire them or connect them through Wi-Fi. Now the default password for Wi-Fi is given on the box, and also if you log into your router page from the computer, you guys can check your Wi-Fi password out. I'm going to show you guys that exactly that in a few seconds. And once you've got everything connected, you should see the LED lights on the top glowing and blinking, and that is when you know you've connected. So we just jump on the computer and show you guys all the features of this Netuma. We are back on the computer and I'm going to show you guys the main features of this Netuma router. So basically, to access the interface after you've connected the router, as I showed you in the previous step, all you have to do is type in 192.168.88.1 in your URL bar. And you are greeted with the Netuma R1 interface. So as you guys can see, the main feature of this router is host filtering. So this allows you to connect to hosts which are closer to you geographically as compared to connecting to a person halfway across the world. And naturally, if you connect to a person who's closer to you, you get a better connection and a better ping. So you're potentially avoiding those laggy lobbies where you connect to people halfway across the globe and you get really high ping. So I'm going to show you guys how to use this. So just going to give you guys a rough breakdown of the software and my initial impressions about it. So let's go into the host filtering tab, and you are greeted with a set of options. So first of all, you need to select your service and your device. So select a device, PlayStation 4, I'm using that right now, and PlayStation Network. So click done, and I've already selected it, so it gave me that message. Now you have tons of features within this geo filter. So basically you could filter lobbies by distance by setting a radius to which you want to connect to people. So if I increase that, I can connect to people within this radius, as you guys can see on screen on the map. So let's go ahead and quickly find a game and show you guys exactly how this works. So if I set mine to about 2000 kilometers, I get lobbies which have amazing ping most of the time. Now you could reduce this, but you might take a lot of time finding a game within the vicinity. So you probably get the best ping when you do it 111 kilometers, but this is not advisable because literally there might not be anybody playing within 100 kilometer range of you. So I would suggest to keep it between 2000 and 3000 for my geographic location, and it depends on yours. So Anyways, so as you guys can see, also you can move your home location. So if you want to play with players in the US, you could do that, and it'll connect you to lobbies within the US. You probably won't get a good ping. So similarly, you can move it around wherever you feel like. So that is cool. So we're gonna try and search for a lobby and show you guys. My screen of my PS4 is on the left hand side, as you guys can see on screen. So we're gonna find a game of regular team deathmatch and see how it pops up. So as you guys can see, hosts are popping up with exclamation marks. Now these are hosts which the game wanted me to connect to, but the NetDuma is blocking those connections because those are potentially laggy lobbies. So if I were to connect to a person all the way in the UK, I'd probably get a really bad ping. So potentially the NetDuma is saving me from these laggy lobbies. Now since I can't find a game, it's taking a bit of time. I'm gonna increase this a bit so I can maybe search in a wider range. Now I would say from 3000 to 5000 you get average lobbies. I mean, those are playable lobbies, not really laggy, but if you increase it beyond that, yeah, so we got into the game, as you guys can see, Ascent TDM. And guys, once you connect, you really almost all the time you get a good connection if you connect between 2000 to 3000 kilometers. I mean, these are playable connection. Now it depends on, like, for me, a 3-bar is good enough to play. Like, literally I do well in a 3-bar connection. I don't know about you guys, but I feel a 3-bar is just perfect for me, and that's what I get most of the time. So we are on a 3-bar again. So we're gonna play get a few kills maybe, to show you guys exactly how good the hit detection is. Oh crap, missed those shots there. Alright, so I'm not experiencing any lag as of now. We see as we progress. Hit detection was perfect there. Okay, that was really bad aim, my apologies, my first game on. So as you guys can see, you connect to a lobby which is fairly devoid of any lag, so it's not a laggy lobby and it's pretty much playable. So that's about it for the geo filter. So you can also see that you can actually see your ping within the game. So I was getting a 120 millisecond ping. I know I didn't feel that was a 120 millisecond ping. I felt that was like a 50 to 60, which is good enough for me. So you could do that too. You could even assign a handle to your host and give it a rating, so you could connect to that host most of the time. Then moving on, we have the deny and allow feature, which allows you to block hosts you don't want to connect to. So if you connect to a really laggy lobby, even though it's within your vicinity and you're getting really bad connection, you could block those hosts and not connect to them again. That's cool. So then we have congestion control, so which allows complete control of your internet bandwidth and potentially avoids lag when your other members of your household are using the internet. So all you could do is just use this graph over here and prioritize which device gets more bandwidth. So if I'm playing on my PS4, I could make this 50 to 60% and I get most of the bandwidth for the PS4 and pretty much a really good connection. So this helps to reduce congestion of the network, which is cool. And you also have a download cap and upload cap, which you could reduce or increase depending on your desire. And once you're done, you just have to click update distribution. And remember guys, you need to set the bandwidth to the correct bandwidth your internet has. And also guys, you could see the devices exactly what they are, how they are connected, their IP address and stuff. So my PC is wired, my tablet is wireless, and iPad is dormant, it's not connecting. So we move on to host analysis. Now this is only for PC games, so if you want to see that, we could see it on console games. You could just click the ping button, so that's not useful for us console gamers. So VPN potentially protects you from DDoSes, which is cool, but so basically you can hide your location, and not allow other people to see your location and your IP address. I guess I'm not too sure about that, but pretty fast settings to use a VPN, which is cool. Then you have network monitors to see exactly what is using how much of your internet, and it's based on color coding, so it's cool. You guys can check that out. Device manager allows you to see exactly what is connected to your to your router, which is cool again. Then we have internet diagnosis. I'm not sure exactly what this does. When I click here, it takes me to the Xbox Live status, so which is nice. So if the Xbox Live is down, you could just directly click on this to check for that. Help tools, just to help you get familiar with the interface of the NetHumor. And settings, you have the standard settings for any router: your Wi-Fi, your port forwarding, your UPnP, and LAN, DHCP, blah blah blah. And these are there in almost any single router, so that's cool. And you have the support. Now NetHumor is probably one of the best customer support I've ever seen. This is because I think they're just starting up, so like you can easily come in contact with any of them. And if you have any questions related to the NetHumor, whether you have it or not, if you need any technical support, you guys can easily just post a thread on the forum and they reply within an hour, which is really cool, and they're really friendly guys. Shout out to Ian, Luke, Adam, and Simon. They've helped me a lot. I had certain issues with the delivery of this, so they helped me a lot, and I finally got my NetHumor all because of them. They have a wiki with the FAQs, and the forum is really nice place to hang out, to talk to people, and to get technical support. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing and rough software guide of the NetHumor R1. Just wanted to show you guys all the features. Now I will be back with a full review of this router after I've got time playing with it, so that's probably going to be after a week. So I will see you guys next time. I'm signing out. Peace. Thank you for watching, guys.